Simplifying fractions. A fraction is simplified or in the lowest terms when the GCF of the numerator and denominator is 1. Okay? To know if a fraction is in simplest form or lowest terms, find the GCF of the numerator and denominator. And if the GCF is 1, it's in simplest form. For example, 4/5. Is 4/5 in lowest terms? Well, yes, because nothing can go into 4 and 5 evenly except for 1. So 4/5 is in lowest terms. If nothing else goes into the top and bottom number evenly, besides 1, then it's in simplest form. So there are two methods for for simplifying fractions. Method 1 is the best method. Okay. Method 1 says to find the GCF of the numerator and the denominator, and then divide the numerator and denominator by the GCF. Method 1, which is the best method, is to find the GCF of the numerator and denominator, then divide the numerator and denominator by the GCF. So let's practice with that method. Okay, we are going to find the GCF of 4 and 20. 1, 2, and 4 are the factors of 4. One, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20 are the factors of 20. I always circle all of the common factors. So the greatest common factor is 4. So I'm going to divide the numerator and denominator by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 is 5. And I know 1/5 is in simplest form because nothing goes into 1 and 5 evenly except for 1. Okay? Let's try 20/30ths. We're going to make our big F. We just wrote down the factors of 20. We're going to write down the factors of 30. 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. I circle all of the common factors, and the greatest common factor is 10. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 10 is 3. And I know it's in simplest form because nothing goes evenly into 2 and 3 except for 1. Okay. 15/24. Greatest common factor of 15 and 24. 1 and 24. 2 times 12. 3 times 8, 4 times 6. 1, 3. Okay, so it looks like the GCF is 3. So 15/24 simplified is 5/8. And I know 5/8 is in simplest form. Because nothing else goes into it except for 5 and 8. I'm sorry, nothing else goes into it except for 1. Okay? Like I said, this is the best method A lot of people don't like finding the GCF with the big F. I think it's the best method. Okay. Method 2 is with the flow chart. You start with your fraction and you ask yourself, are the numerator and denominator even? If the answer is yes, divide it by 2. Divide the numerator and denominator by 2. If the answer is no, try dividing the numerator and denominator by 3. If 3 doesn't go into both of them, try 5. If 5 doesn't go into both of them, try 7. If 7 doesn't go into both of them, try 11. The thing with the flow chart is, if the number is even and you say, yes, divide it by 2, whatever you get, you start back over with the flow chart. So you would start with your answer and say, is my answer even? Yes, divide it by 2 again. So basically, you're taking the fraction and you're dividing by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2 until it can't get any smaller. And then try 3. Okay? For example, on 6/22, 6 and 22 are both even. So yes, I will divide both of these by 2. And in this case, I get 3/11. Okay? 3/11 is in simplest form because nothing can go into 3 and 11 evenly except for 1. So in that case, I'm done. Let's look at 12/18. 12 and 18 are even, so I can divide them by 2, and I get 6/9, but I'm not finished. Is this answer even? No. So if the answer was no, it said to try 3. Yes, 3 goes into 6 and 9. My answer here is 2/3. I know that 2/3 is in simplest form because nothing goes into 2 and 3 besides 1. Let's try 14/35. 14 and 35 are not even. You can't divide them by 3. You can't divide them by 5. You can divide them by 7 and get 2/5. 2/5 is in simplest form because nothing goes evenly into 2/5 besides 1. But I really caution you and urge you not to use the flow chart. I really, I know that the best way is to divide the numerator and denominator by the GCF. Okay? So let's head to the batting cages.